So tag yourself, I'm heirloom toilet. Like, okay, look. If you decide that you need to toilet
hidden water
here,
tank in the wall, and install an heirloom toilet so Little John can enjoy his daily best moments. Install.
My daily best moments are also on the toilet, but that's probably because I have IBS. Why does the voice sound like Shapiro?
A beautiful, dust-proof, and odor-proof glass door. Install a shower head on the wall so he can wash himself and feel refreshed. Build a base cabinet against the wall and install an induction cooker and sink. Make a storage cabinet above for condiments, bowls.
Ah, yes. Again, I like having my shower head right next to my induction cooker. Very safe that way. It's incredibly safe. You have no idea. I will never electrocute myself to death.
And chopsticks. Add a mirror cabinet next to it so he can tidy himself up before going out, ensuring he looks his best. This is how the small space is decorated, with all
I have a question. How is the shower draining, and where the fuck is he going?
necessary functions available.
How is the shower draining? I don't understand. I don't know how he's going to actually do that. Like, he's going to electrocute himself to death, first of all. Secondly, he's just gonna die. That water can't go anywhere. Also, is a toilet in the closet? Yeah, for when you want your clothes to smell like shit. Just, oh my god. But you know what? Here's one of my favorite ones.
Explosive renovation of triangular corner house in New York. Liam and his wife, who work hard in New York, managed to save up to $1 million and bought this tiny triangular corner room that less than 4 square meters.
I mean, at least it's accurate to how much it costs to live in New York, right? Like, that's at least accurate.
It's so small, it could only fit his grandma's coffin. Liam found some bricks in a garbage dump to build a
It's so small, guys. It can only fit the grandmother's coffin. I wonder if we can fix this problem with galvanized square steel.
wooden bed, but it's so uncomfortable that he wakes up with back pain every day. So, his wife decided to throw it out and replace it. Firstly, remove the original windows and replace them with a frame welded from galvanized square steel, extended outward for extra space.
Again, just in case you wanted to have that fear of heights realized, you know, let's just fix it with galvanized square steel and screws borrowed from the aunt, probably.
Strengthen the structure with welding and secure it to the wall using expansion screws borrowed from his aunt. Cover the frame.
It's always borrowed from the aunt!
With eco-friendly wood veneers, durable for 10,000 years. Inside, store large suitcases and out-of-season quilts, and create a large drawer outside for the couple's intimate clothes. Next, reinstall the windows, then build a large wardrobe in the corner. On the left side, store both their clothes with a small secret compartment for the wife's items. Above, place the wife's household belongings. At the end of the bed, install a wall cabinet for all their books, and a large drawer below for storing all the...
Don't you love how the wife's items desperately needed to be in a hidden area? What do you think the wife's items are? Do you think they vibrate?
Couple's achievements. Use the countertop as a workspace and dining table. Add a mattress to the bed and install window seat pads for safety. Now, reserve a corner in the kitchen and embed washing instructions below. Build a cabinet against the wall to store all kitchen items and place an electronic stove on top. This is where Liam showcases his culinary skills daily. Lower the bathroom area by 5 centimeters and install a corner marble countertop with a built-in sink. Add a smart mirror for his wife. Embed several tiles in the corners to hold commonly used toiletries. On another wall, install a suspended smart toilet so Liam can enjoy his best moments without leaving home.
Why is the toilet where your best moments are? Why is that?
Beside it, mount a shower head. Cover the walls with marble and install a door to create a private space.
Okay. So at the very least, the shower this time is in a place that is not going to electrocute this guy to death. That's something. That's progress. That's progress. You don't understand. Raindog says this is horrifying. So because men don't use mirrors? No, we don't. We don't. Never. I never look in a mirror. Also, we need a 0 square
After
meter
Liam's
space.
wife kicked him out, he took on 8 different jobs to survive. When he was exhausted, he'd sleep outside near the air conditioner. In just 3 months, he managed to save up $300,000. He also made 3 good friends, including Little
How did he save up $300,000 in 3 months? What the fuck is Liam into?
John, who was a lot like him. Little John would sleep in the sewer or under the eaves. Loyal to his friends, Liam decided to reveal some evidence from the academy. He bought this hallway room and remodeled it like this. First, he got rid of the windows and load-bearing walls. Then, he welded an extension.
He got rid of the windows and the load-bearing walls. My guy, do you know what happens when you remove the load-bearing walls? What do you think happens when the load-bearing walls go away, everybody? Please tell me.
Tension frame using galvanized steel. He even borrowed a few bucks from his aunt to buy some expanded screws and securely fix them to the wall.
It's always from the aunt. He always gets the screws from his... Oh, I just got it. He gets the screw from his aunt. This man is doing an incest.
After that, he used red bricks to build new walls and create a separate space. Next, he set up a cool kitchen. He got a custom modular cabinet with a liquefied stove and all sorts of seasoning pots to show off his cooking skills. He also added a squat toilet at the entrance, so his friends didn't have to wait in line for public bathrooms anymore.
Why are you shitting where you cook? Why are you shitting where you cook? We're removing load-bearing walls, adding new ones, and hoping to God they work. And we're just putting a squatting toilet. Like, you opened the door, right? You opened that door, and you hit somebody in the head while they're taking a shit. It adds flavor? No, it doesn't.
He installed a shower head to make a nice, spacious shower area, and put in a glass folding door for some extra privacy. For the living
Why is the glass door for your shower covering up your cooking area while also the entrance to your space takes you to the shitter and the shower? What the
living area, Liam went all out. He installed a custom sofa against the wall with a hidden storage space underneath for their stuff. He even added a laminated back to the sofa to make the room feel cozy and filled with happy memories. Across from the sofa, he put in an ultra-thin cabinet to store shoes and clothes, keeping everything neat and dust-free. The middle shelf of the cabinet can be opened up to become a dining table, making it easy for everyone to have dinner together. And to top it all off, he mounted a TV above the cabinet to create a simple, warm living room. Then, he used several jade steel pipes to make a rising window, which also created more drying space. Even if they get into trouble, the four young masters can disappear in no time. Inside, he...
You know, if they need that to disappear in no time, I think I figured out where they got the $300,000 from, guys. Shit, shower, shave, cook, and, yeah. Get the $300,000 in very reasonable ways. I think they do crime. I think we figured out the lore. They do crime. Is that we're gonna uncover the lore of the home design channel.
He placed a four-corner table where they can happily play mahjong without worrying about finding a fourth player. Next, Liam welded 4 bed frames using galvanized square steel and covered them with eco-friendly...
Saved by galvanized square steel. Also, if Dude Bro is showering under the galvanized square steel, won't he just rust the fucking steel eventually?
Wood veneers. He then got 4 mattresses from his second cousin's house. This set up a cozy rest area for the 4 young masters. He also installed 4 hydraulic struts with a pre-sale powerful one-click oil pump. These beds can be adjusted to any height and will stop if they touch your hair, making them very safe. To make it even more convenient, he added a ladder next to the beds, and that's how Liam decorated the corridor room. Now, the 4 young masters have a perfect hangout spot and can enjoy being lifelong good brothers. After Liam's wife...
Lifelong good brothers. Man, Liam has gotten himself in some shit. I'm surprised Liam is even still alive. How do you manage this? No, that's why it's galvanized. Ah, yes, if it's galvanized square steel, then it's perfect. Nothing will ever happen to it. It's galvanized square steel. But it takes a very long time to rust. That's kind of the point. If we are constantly hitting it with water like that, though, like a billion times all the time, that's all we're doing. Like, we have 4 people who are using this shower. What happens when one of them goes, "Hey, Liam, I want to cook some mac and cheese. Can you stop taking a shit, please?" Oh my god. We need to discover
With this
more
design,
of the lore.
even a construction container can be used as a functional house. Little John wakes up early and works late at the construction site, moving bricks and stones all day. Finally, a bicycle turns into a motorcycle. He now becomes a contractor. His boss gives him a house as a reward. But when he checks it out, it's just a 6-square-meter container. He is initially disappointed.
Okay, this is going to be the easiest one in the world. Turning a 6-square-meter container into a house. is at least easier than whatever the fuck they've been trying to do.
Pointed, but then he decides to use his skills to transform it into a functional house. Firstly, Little John welds some galvanized square steel
Yo! Galvanized square steel, guys! We did it!
to create a bed frame and borrows screws from the security guard to secure it to the wall. He uses leftover wooden veneers from the construction site as partitions, storing tools and out-of-season clothes inside, and covers it with more veneers for extra sturdiness and easy access. He lays down a soft mattress and attaches soft wall stickers to make a large, comfortable bed, perfect even when his girlfriend visits. Above the bed, he installs wall cabinets for seasonal items, hangs flirtatious clothes underneath, and sets up an
You're right, I don't know what happened. Please just leave the house design shit to HGTV, please. Stop with the damn square steel! No, we need galvanized square steel. It's very important.
open cabinet for books. He then installs a switch socket below for decorations and sets up a projector and screen for watching movies after work. John also makes a folding table against the wall, doubling as a workspace and dining area, and installs a glass sliding door by the bed to separate the wet and dry areas. He builds a set of base cabinets against the wall and digs 2 holes in the countertop for a built-in induction cooker and sink, creating a mini kitchen. He adds a mirror above the countertop so he can admire his beauty every day and uses the small compartments under the mirror for toiletries. Next, he installs a hidden water tank in the wall and a wall-mounted toilet, essential for his own dedicated bathroom. Against another wall, he fits a bathtub to relax in after a long day's work and sets up a rack for a change of clothes. He also places a small coffee table nearby, allowing him to enjoy a coffee while taking a bath. Tiling the area makes it clean and hygienic. With these additions, Little John's small space is fully functional, just like a proper home. With this
Just like a proper home. It at least, you know what? That one I at least can agree with. That one is at least functional, but we do have a problem. We don't know where the aunt went. He had to get screws from a security officer. So where did the aunt go?
How to design a 0.1 square meter apartment into a functional house. Liam worked hard for 10 years in New York and finally saved enough to buy this tiny 0.1 square meter apartment. Every night, he had to tie himself to the door with steel wire to sleep. Eventually, it broke down and needed to absolutely redesign. Firstly, he welded a frame from galvanized square steel.
Galvanized square steel is the most holy construction in the universe. Galvanized square steel can save the world. Galvanized square steel can solve the conflict in the Middle East. Galvanized square steel alone can stop Russia's invasion of Ukraine. Galvanized square steel could have stopped Hitler.
And borrowed some expansion screws from his aunt to secure it to the
Ah, the aunt is still alive. That's good to know.
wall. He covered it with wood veneers, durable for 10,000 years, and installed large floor-to-ceiling windows made of broken bridge aluminum for a stylish look. Then, he added a big fluffy mattress so he and his girlfriend could comfortably sleep together and even have space for a baby. He installed a special alarm because he struggles to get up in the morning, so lets God decide.
It's a special alarm. It's just a sledgehammer. So he lets... How did he word that?
Baby. He installed a special alarm because he struggles to get up in the morning, so lets God decide. Below...
If your special alarm is a hammer, and you're just letting God decide, I think I know what it's gonna do.
He built a bedside table, installed a socket, and set up a projector for reading books, attached a soft padding around the bed for extra comfort, and placed a folding table at the end of the bed to use as a workspace. He can also sit there to relax and fish, turning his catch into a hearty meal. Next, Liam built a cabinet against
How is he fishing at like 1 billion meters in the sky? What the fuck?
the wall and a retractable card holder below it. The small chair doubles as a bed. He added a folding dining table so the whole family can enjoy meals together and save space when folded. All the family's clothes hang in the wardrobe. Next, he installed a modular cabinet by the door with a waterproof pool on one side to create a mini kitchen. He placed an induction cooker nearby with a mirror cabinet above and compartments below for seasonings and toiletries. A wall-mounted toilet is installed next to the door, perfect for sitting comfortably and taking a shower. Liam hung an
I still have to understand, why is the shitter always located directly next to the cooking area? It's gotta be all AI. It has to be like... an AI creates it? From the ground up. It has to be. Said people fish off bridges and piers? That's not the weird stuff here. I wonder what would happen if we had ChatGPT do this. Hold on. Let's go over to ChatGPT. Make me a 0.01 square meter house with galvanized square steel. Creating a house with 1 square meters house is quite a challenge for the most minimalist designs. Given such a tiny area, you're essentially looking at something like a very small sculpture or an art piece rather than a functional house. However, I can provide a concept. Galvanized square steel, very thin to fit the scale. Welding equipment for assembly. Clear epoxy or adhesive. Well, at the very least, ChatGPT will try to build us the house. I feel like you're just a speedrunner trying to make the most efficient space while meeting Sims-ass requirements. This is like in Terraria when the only thing that my NPCs want is a table and a chair. And I'm just like, you will never shit. And it's fine, because they love it that way. I've encountered a VTuber that apparently has their kitchen in their bathroom. That sounds unsanitary. Like, the time that I spent in food service screams at me that that's unsanitary. How do you feel about using ChatGPT as sort of as a browser, like Google, for example? How would you use it as a browser? I'm confused. How does one do that? I don't understand how ChatGPT gets used that way. I mean, minimalist house designs in Terraria are pretty wild. Have you seen Let's Game It Out? I feel like this is just him. Could be.
Overhead curtain at the end of the bed to watch Korean dramas daily. With this setup, even limited space can offer unlimited...
Let's design a house for 1 million kids. Okay, we have
Let's design a house for 100 million kids. So, after Little John fixed up the coffin room, he struck gold, married a rich, beautiful woman, and became a CEO. Life was awesome. Then, his wife gave birth to 100 million kids all at once.
What? How? How? How in the whale vagina do you do that?
The room was way too small. No problem for Little John, though. He kicked down the wall, borrowed 500 square meters from the neighbor, and then set up like this. First, lay down the floor tiles, put up the ceiling, and install lights and air conditioners to brighten up the room. Open the walls to add windows for better air circulation. Use some galvanized steel frames to build a bunk bed with...
Always the galvanized steel. It's here to survive everything.
Eco-friendly wood veneers. Add a comfy mattress, guardrails, and a ladder for a cozy sleep setup.
This is a setup for 4 children, not 100 million.
Set up a few wardrobes for the kids' clothes and put a desk against the wall with all their school supplies. Install small loot bags to keep the kids from running around. This is a dormitory for 100 million kids.
That's not a dormitory for 100 million kids. That's a prison. Why are there bars? Why are there bars? Wait. Why are there bars? Why is this? This is just a prison!
The house this huge, it's way easier to take the subway around. Hop on the subway to reach different areas, set up a kitchen with utensils and a workbench. Add tables, chairs, and some green plants for decoration. Voila, the dining area is ready, and Little John doesn't have to worry about hungry kids.
That dining area only fits like 40 of them. That's not 100 million, and it just looks like a prison.
Bookshelves nearby so the kids can absorb knowledge and grow into valuable talents for society.
Hold on, please say that again.
Worry about hungry kids. Put bookshelves nearby so the kids can absorb knowledge and...
Put bookshelves nearby so the kids can absorb knowledge. Knowledge. That's there. Of course there's no ledge. That's why we have the galvanized square steel. It's very important.
Grow into valuable talents for society. Add tables and chairs.
Society?
Bookshelves nearby so the kids can absorb knowledge and grow into valuable talents for society. Add tables and chairs for their study area because everyone's on a mission to eliminate illiteracy. Next, set up...
Everybody's on a mission to eliminate illiteracy except this AI, apparently.
tables and chairs for their study area because everyone's on a mission to eliminate illiteracy. Next, set up snack racks filled with the kids' favorite snacks. It's a snack house to help them develop the good habit of enjoying daily treats. Install a wardrobe for all their clothes and add a...
The good habit of enjoying daily treats? That's how you get obesity. What? The AI voice kind of broken this what it did.
Shower on the left wall. Turn it into a bathing area with extra seats for a bathhouse where 100 million kids can enjoy a nice bath every day. Decorate the house this way to easily accommodate 100 million kids, embracing the perfect life of having a big family.
That's not a perfect life of one big family. The day-to-day would fucking suck if there was even just 50 kids. Yeah, this is just how do you make a prison complex. All this is how to make a prison complex. They said it's a big water bill. It is. But did you know that even a 1 square meter room can be a functional house?
Little
Apparently.
John has been saving money by eating frugally for 10 years. He finally managed to save $500,000 and bought a tiny apartment in Shanghai.
That's what I need to do. I need to eat frugally, and then I will get $10 million. $10 million. Then I will be able to afford going to too many games without issue. Rovelin's help and Blitzkrieg's help and all of that is incredibly helpful. There's still 4 days in between. If I just eat frugally... then I'll be able to afford the hotel for every day. Because I'll make $1 million, and then I'll be able to buy a 1 square meter home that can maybe fit my grandmother's coffin.
Less than 1 square meter. It's so small, not even his grandfather's coffin would fit. There's just...
I did the coffin thing as a joke. I didn't know this was one of the ones that had the coffin in it. I didn't know that we're gonna top out coffin again. Why is the coffin? Why is the coffin here again? Well, at least we can predict the galvanized square steel that's obviously going to come up, right? Like that's why the coffin? I just have to know why the coffin?
Just enough room for a mattress, which he sits on to sleep. Now, let's see how he can turn this into a fully functional house. Firstly, remove the original windows and use galvanized square steel.
We got it, everybody! Galvanized steel! Galvanized steel to the rescue, every time.
To make 2 frames that extend outward. He borrows some screws from his aunt to secure them. Cover the
Screws from the aunt? Checklist? We got it?
frames with neat, clean wood veneers. Use leftover veneers as partitions for storing seasonal clothes and bags. Then, reinstall the windows and set up...
We have the wood veneer. We have eco-friendly wood veneer. We've got the grandfather's coffin checklist. All of it's good so far. Can I get galvanized square steels in the chat? Just a bunch of all caps galvanized square steel, because apparently that's what we need for a functional channel. There are burial laws, not housing rights. But do these wood veneers last for 10,000 years? Midnight, thank you for the resubscription. Galvanized, there we go. We got galvanized square steel in the chat. Perfect.
Up a perforated board against one wall. John uses one side for travel photos and sticky notes, and the other side for storage shelves. Add a soft package against the wall for a more comfortable sleep, and lay down a soft mattress to create a big, comfy bed. Install a guard board near the window where he can place books to read before sleep. Install an electrical socket for convenient phone charging. Add a folding table that serves as both a workspace and dining table, saving space when not in use. At the foot of the bed, install a projection screen where little John can relax and watch Korean dramas after work. Next, install a set of wardrobes against the wall. Use the top for seasonal bedding, and add a shelf in the middle for other items. Below, 2 drawers can store clothes, including large underwear and pantyhose. The other drawer is for additional storage.
I like how John has women's underwear and pantyhose, but we don't get to see his girlfriend. Like, usually when they do the whole, like, Liam's here with his girlfriend, the pantyhose are there for a reason. I think we just confirmed that Liam is into crime and John is a crossdresser. We understood it now. It's his aunt's clothes. I mean, we're using his aunt's screws.
Little John made these savings possible through years of frugality. Embed a hidden water tank in the wall and install a wall-mounted toilet. Above it, set up a folding table with an induction cooker to create a mini kitchen. Install a mirror cabinet above...
I feel like that means I have to turn on my thing in just a second. I will do that.
The cooker for storing discount seasonings and toiletries bought on sale. Install a built-in shower so John can shower while looking in the mirror. This design shows how even a tiny coffin room can maximize space and offer limitless possibilities.
Again, we have the induction cooker on top of where he shits every time. He used his aunt's screws to make $300,000. No, he screwed his aunt for $300,000. He's a whore. He's an incest whore. That's what John is. And he apparently has pantyhose. Lots and lots of pantyhose. Into the void. Jesus Christ. Suris DM. Okay, 1 second. Screws borrowed from aunt. Eco-friendly wood veneer. Galvanized square steel. This could be us. This could be us. I like how he always faces through the wall. Did he just walk outside the window to his death? No, he's got an eagle, obviously. We know from whatever lore is here, he's got an eagle. Right? He has an eagle. Alright, so how can... Guys, I have to know. How can Little John live in a coffin house? God damn it, Ravi. I will get to that one after this. I have to know how... Little John can live in a coffin house.
If you can't afford a house, just live in a coffin house. Little John...
Okay, so the coffin's back. Okay. Oh, so this is what they look like when they're doing crime, right?
Joined the commitment army of Kung Fu Hustle Town with his 3 best friends. After many challenges, he finally rescued his first best friend, Liam. To show his gratitude, Liam introduced Little John to his wife and gifted him a house. Though the house was a bit small and...
To show his gratitude... He introduced him to his wife. Alright, Liam's a swinger. We did it, guys! We've discovered Liam is a swinger.
And resembled a coffin, Little John knew he could transform it into a functional home with a bit of creativity. To start, he dug a hole in the ground near the entrance and installed a large tank underneath. Borrowing some wood veneers from his second aunt, he made covers for it. When the cover is raised, he can squat or lie down comfortably. When not...
Is that where you're pooping? Is that where he's pooping? Did he borrow wood from his aunt? Is his aunt trans? Does his aunt have wood? And is that where he's pooping? The wood video. Okay, so the first aunt is rich. The second aunt has wood. And he's got a bucket to shit in. Our second aunt has hit the AI.
Not in use, he simply lowers it, making it easy to move around. At night, the raised cover can even act as a hidden weapon, scaring off any potential thieves. After...
What? As a hidden weapon? What? What? What is he... I feel like this is gonna break me. I feel like this is gonna break me.
One encounter, they wouldn't dare to return. He painted the top of the wall completely and installed custom gold cabinets against the wall. These cabinets are very convenient to open when needed, without blocking any space. He placed an induction cooker on the countertop.
You mean you're not using galvanized square steel as a weapon? No, not really.
And made a mirror cabinet above it. The area below the mirror can hold condiment bottles and be used for washing activities. Next to this setup, he installed a wall-mounted shower. The strong, even water flow makes bathing comfortable. Beside it, he installed a one-touch hydraulic folding window. When closed, it seals perfectly as a window, and when put down, it transforms into a balcony, adding more space. Even if the fallen army couple were here, this balcony wouldn't budge an inch. The
fallen army couple? Who are the fallen army couple, and are they also swingers? I have to know.
The ground base is high enough to accommodate storage for Little John and his wife's clothes that aren't often worn. They covered the bed and then borrowed a mattress from his second aunt's house to use as their bed. He made 2 large drawers on the side, perfect for storing the couple's underwear. Above, he built a bed frame using several galvanized square steels covered with eco-friendly wood veneers. Against the wall, he set up a desk where Little John works 24 hours a day. He also made bookshelves next to it.
Ah, that's how he's able to afford coffin houses. He works 24 hours a day. He's a slave. He's a slave. Got it. John's a slave and knows kung fu. Liam's a swinger and his wife's an object to be used to give to other people. The one aunt must obviously be an astoundingly rich lady because she has so much screw to give. And the last one, the second aunt who hit the building, has wood. Okay, cool. And galvanized square steel solves everything.
It using several laminates to store his martial arts secrets, which he practices in his spare time. Next to the desk, he placed a sewing machine for his wife's workspace. The height is just right. She can't bump her head even if she stands up. A small slot.
I want to show you what I just saw.
His wife's workspace. The height is just right. She can't bump her head.
She can't bump her head because it's cut off. It's gone. You can't bump a head that doesn't exist anymore.
Head even if she stands up. A small slide installed up and down makes it very convenient. Lastly, he arranged all the chili garlic heads his second aunt gave him when he got married along the walls. Although this tiny room resembles a coffin, it has all the necessary functions. Little John...
Yes, the necessary function, like garlic. Yep, that necessary garlic function.
John and his wife can live comfortably here. From now on, they have a place to stay and no longer need to sleep under a roof.
Okay, well...
Everything on the internet...
You know, I was going to talk about Nick Fuentes next, but apparently Ravi has queued up not 1 but 3 things to torture me with. Are they at least made with galvanized square steel? Again, this could be us. This could be us. Galvanized square steel, you, me, galvanized square steel, could be us. Insert end of video tagline here. Hey, I just quickly want to give a thank you to all of my wonderful patrons who keep this show running. YouTube and Twitch are a pretty bumpy ride at the best of times, and the stability a Patreon provides me is worth more than I can say here. I'd also like to thank each and every one of my $20 and up patrons here, and they would be Red Joker, Britzkrieg, Cameron, Dren, Jemshin, Smiling DM, Poundini, Mabbity Babbity, Naomi, Isaac, Nixie-chan, the Oberon team, Agamotto, Jordan, Ravi, Giuni, Kiratorian, Prisma, all of you, I'm not saying that part, and Starlight. And finally, thank you to everyone else that helps keep this channel alive. While you're here, why not check out another video? And thank you for watching.